It could be tough at times, and I feel like in the beginning of the relationship, it was so good at first to where it was like we're balancing it and we get to film, but then there was moments to where it felt like we were just doing stuff for content. It didn't feel authentic, it didn't feel organic. I felt like God puts his soldiers through the toughest battles, and I've been through so much to where it's just like, or even looking at the next person like, but dang, I put all this work in, how they up? And I had to learn to stop comparing myself to other people because it's not my time yet. I was a lot younger. I was starting to realize it's a different situation because the reason why I liked straight girls initially was a challenge, but then I started to date lesbian women or bisexual women, but because I had already like built a presence online, a lot of the girls was dating me because they knew who I was. It felt like we weren't living in the present time. It felt like we were doing it for content. That was another road that we had to like cross, and it was just like, wait, let's not document everything. When we learn that, we start to pay attention more to our relationship.
I want to know, do you see yourself being with somebody long term? Because that's the power right there. Everybody can be attracted to anybody on a drunk night.
I would be lying if I say like some shit doesn't hurt me, but at the end of it, I know what God has in store for me.
What's good, everybody? We're back for another episode of Uncensored. Your girl Shanice Best, your host with the mostest. As always, I always start like very excited because I am. However, today is absolutely a super exciting podcast, really, because this is an individual that I've watched for a really long time grow into the shining star that they are. It's been really, really inspiring to see somebody at this caliber just continue to just innovate, no matter what. And I'm so excited that they've now moved to Miami. So I was like, yo, podcast, come on. But without further ado, I'll let her introduce herself. We got Ezee on the podcast today. Hello, how you feeling today?
What's Gucci and the coochie? What up, y'all? It's your girl Ezee. You know what I'm saying? We here. Y'all, man, the most hated stud on the internet right now. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey man, I just be doing my thing, and I just love people, and I'm glad to be here. You know?
I appreciate you. First of all, I love how we kind of coordinated with the red.
Come on now, red and black is my favorite color. You know what I'm saying? So it always looks good. I was like, I gotta come fresh to your podcast. You know what I'm saying? So I put that shit on today. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely put it on. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I was sharing a little bit with you before, but basically this podcast is curated around different big brains and people that I know from the tech world, which is like the industry I'm in.
Okay.
A lot of younger people, a lot of people that developed wild apps and different things that it's like, what the hell, how did you do that? And recently, as like crypto, finances, everything has just been emerging in real world. I mean, I'm sure you've seen like prediction markets where now you could predict shit instead of just gambling something. Like it's all kind of starting to mix. Mm-hmm. And so I've really been wanting to kind of bring my 7, 8, 9, 10-year network of people I've been meeting here, right? That are not just in what I do. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to fuck these stats up, but I did a little bit of research. You're over like, I don't know what, 10 million followers on all platforms. You've hit over 1 billion views.
Damn!
Right?
I mean, you did a little research.
Yeah,
Okay.
And that's not light, you know, and you're very consistent. You stayed up with the times. Everybody knows that we're not in a social media time anymore. We're in interest media, and you've kept the interest on you. And so I'll just jump right into it. If you don't mind kind of sharing, first of all, who is Young Ezee? Mm-hmm. When did you get started on being on the internet, and what inspired you to even turn the camera on?
Okay. So I don't go by Young Ezee no more. A girl getting old, she getting
dropping the young.
Drop the young. But honestly, I've been doing this for about 12 years now. 12 years in the game. And I started with a passion growing up. One of my favorite great grandmothers bought me a camera when I was like 12, you know, and I really wanted to be an actress. And when she bought me the camera, I actually fell in love with being behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I love telling people what to do. And I didn't know what that meant. I just knew like, I want to be the one to tell you what to do. So I later found out when I did like, you know, research and like starting to learn stuff, it was like the directing, you know what I'm saying? So then when social media came out, I capitalized on it. And I was like, you know what, let me just make some funny videos and just see where this goes. And then one day, like one video just went crazy. Like I was, you know, I'm a masculine presented woman. So when I put on a dress and made fun of the fact that we be doing like, you know, girly stuff or whatever, it went viral. So I was like, at that point.
What year was this?
This was like 2014 or 2015. 2015, 2014.
That content still hits because
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
so you did that, like, that was like the first of it. I could imagine back then.
Yeah.
I could imagine. Now it's like, all right.
We get
back
it. Yeah,
then,
yeah. Back then it was
damn,
just like,
you
yo,
broke the internet. You
yeah.
broke the
And I
internet.
was like, oh, they love me in like a dress because every time they see me, I'm masculine.
Right.
So when I'm creating content, I was like, I love the switching up because, you know, my face cards still eat down. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, bet, cool. And when every video that I was posting, it just kept going viral and viral and viral. And I was building a huge community. And I was like, this is my calling. This is what I want to do. And over the years, I learned how to actually monetize off of it and actually capitalize on it, where I was like, okay, how do I change these numbers into like actual money?
Yeah.
You feel me? And I was like, how can I be a little bit more brand friendly? How can I get these big brands to come work with me? So I kind of kept my identity, but a little bit like I changed it to be a little bit more brand friendly. You know what I'm saying? So once I learned that, I was like, oh, now I'm getting to the bucks, the real money.
You didn't even have no real background on branding, marketing. You just started to see the shift of people like giving you attention, and then you're like, cool, let's package this up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Way.
It was like a whole shift for me to where it was like, I'm not making money from it. I'm doing it and I love it, but it's just like all of these people watching me and I'm not making money. You feel me?
Right.
So I like kind of transitioned my content a little bit. So it's still like, you know, it's me, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, got to get the brands, you know? And then once I start seeing that, I'm like, yo, like, this is crazy. Like, I'm actually making a living off of this. Like, I love it. And, you know, just doing it over the years, I met my beautiful fiance, you know, Natalie Odell, and she taught me even more things, like when it comes to the business. Like, I was just stunned about like learning more about business, because I actually did go to college for business, business management. But like, you know, it was just a different side of the social media world. Like, I didn't really know, you know? So once we fell in love and stuff like that, we became, you know, partners. And, you know, we started our own YouTube channel and stuff like that. And that's when I seen it's like, it was just another wave of virality. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm just like, yo, they love this. You know what I'm saying?
Eating it up.
Oh my God, like, I'm talking about in it. You feel me?
Yep.
But
they're invested.
Yes,
they're
invested in the love story, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And then now I'm like, okay, I've been doing this for so long. What's next? So I decided to come out with, you know, my own reality show, Studs LA, Studs Atlanta, and I'm working on the next season. And I'm just like,
We're
now
doing
I want
Studs
to be.
Miami?
I mean, hey man, if the people want the Miami, you know what I'm saying? We can do the yams. We can do the yams.
I can
Come
help.
on now, let's get it pop like a drop it. So yeah, like I really, one thing that I'm very like strong on is the community. I love the LGBTQ community, and I love Studs. I love masculine presenting women, and I felt like I was like a pioneer for that. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people growing up.
I agree.
And I was like, how can I create a space for them? So creating my reality show was like a next step for me to be like, okay, this is something else I want to do. I want to go into TV and network. And, you know, I just want to keep finding ways to not only stay relevant, but always pivot and evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah.
And you've done a really good job of that. And I want to get into Natalie and you two in just a second, but we're gonna warm up first.
Okay.
But I will say you just said something really big. So for me, my whole background with marketing was always background, literally background. Like you kind of said, direction. I've helped a handful of YouTubers cross over like 100,000 subscribers, like strategy, give them ideas for skits. Never me being on camera, and then started to learn, do sales. I'm like, oh shit, let me get on camera so people could trust me. It was a trust factor. That's why I got on camera.
Yeah.
That's why I got on social media. The more they see me, the more they trust me, they'll buy from me.
Exactly.
And then now,
And the relatability too.
relatability, exactly. I'm about to be 33, still pretty young. However, not young to the internet. We literally grew up with the internet. But like, I have to admit that the fact that I didn't see, I've literally been the same way since fucking 7th grade. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's the same way.
Right.
So like, I never saw others that looked like us. And I think in a way, I was like, I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna get made fun of. Or yeah, definitely in my head, like, oh, I don't look like everybody else, so they're not gonna really care for the content. And I think seeing people like you, Amber, Chrissy, the crew. And I love how y'all just became the bestie crew, like fucking Avengers, bro. But no, seeing that through the years as well was like, yo, I ain't crazy, bro. We all got our fucking spark and people appreciate it. And you've absolutely brought that out for sure. There's way more studs on the internet creating content. And it absolutely has to do with what you've created.
Thank you. I
truly
appreciate that.
No, for sure. I truly believe that. And so leads me to my next thing. Bro, you've done so fucking good when it comes to the skits. Like one of my favorite stud skits. And I don't want anybody talking shit in the comments. My favorite stud skit is when you're in the bathroom and you're like when you're with the homies, you're like, you're gay.
Yo.
You don't like that nigga. You don't like, and then
Dang, yeah.
That one is so relatable,
funny.
and it's so
relatable.
Fucking funny.
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
It's like, crazy though, because when I first ever posted it, I like to recycle content because I get so many followers. When I first reposted it
hits different.
Yeah, it hits every time I post it hits different every time. But when I posted that specific video the first time, oh my God, it went so viral. It was crazy.
Because that was one of the first where you don't see content like that.
Exactly.
Like, damn, you really thought you did out loud what I be thinking.
You gonna say that? You gonna just say that? You studs be really thinking like, dang man, get your shit together. Like, I like girls, but he look good. I said it and I did it because I grew up with so many different people, and I know as studs, like there's a lot of studs that literally still secretly like men, but it's okay. They might be finding themselves. You know what I'm saying? So when I make fun of it, or if I bring awareness to it and make it in a comedy light, yes, they sometimes when I repost it, sometimes people like this newer generation, they don't like it.
I was about to ask you about that. I was like, the hate. I mean, let's be real. Yeah. First of all, if you're on the internet creating content and you want to go viral, and you're not ready for negative comments, you're not ready to go viral. Because most of the time, and correct me if I'm wrong, some shit will go viral because of something negative about it.
Exactly.
Not necessarily the whole message.
Exactly.
Oh, he said that in the wrong term or in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that's what goes viral. Mm-hmm. Am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So like, how's the hate, and I know you don't care for it, but like, the new generation, they're like very opinionated, eh? Like
they are. And I love them though. You know what I'm saying? I love the new generation, and I love that they are so woke. But I also feel like they're too sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Which is
ironic.
Yeah, but it's like we're living in a different time, and I guess with time you have to adjust. You know what I'm saying? But certain things for me, because I do this for me and I don't do it for other people, that's why it doesn't affect me as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I can do controversial content, it's not to persuade somebody to think or make somebody feel like they're at harm. It's just like laughter. It's comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I do it for. And it's because it's like, it's either I've been in this situation, or I've seen people in this situation, and I want to make light of it because that's what I do, And I feel like with this new generation being so sensitive, it's like, well, you're making a funny video saying when studs get drunk, they might think about men. You're pandering men. And I'm just like, it's comedy, and if you feel that way, then just swipe up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But that's an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm just making content for me. And and I happen to blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I happen to blow up. Like, we all know a stud that secretly still like men. It ain't me. I'm happily engaged, bro. But I grew up, my best friend, I'm not gonna cap. One of my best friends growing up, she secretly liked men. And but I think it's just we're so masculine as studs and masculine, presenting women, that it's the idea of the fact that they can possibly still be attracted to men. They're women. You know what I'm saying?
I would argue and say that the person is being secretive, doesn't want to explain themselves.
Yeah, I don't
mean?
know. I loved all.
But regardless of it,
it is what it is. And doing this for so long, I think I've built up enough strength to handle it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rage baiter though. I want people to understand that I don't like people that actually rage bait.
Listen, Ezee, we're streaming now. We're gonna have to get some rage baiting. Like, how we'll get there soon.
I just think a lot of people think that I because I can make jokes about everything.
Oh no, you're not a rage baiter at all.
Yeah, people think that it's the rage baiting or this and that, and it's just like, for me, it's just like everything is, nobody's safe. Like, my grandma's not even safe. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's safe when it comes to content, and it's okay though. Like, I'm ready for whatever comes with it.
Yeah, for sure. Born and raised in LA.
Yes.
What part of LA?
Pasadena.
Shout
out to Pasadena. Yeah. Born and raised, Dina, baby. Yes.
Oh yes. I spent my 20s in LA. Mm-hmm. I always say LA helped me grow up, and it helped me see a different side of not only how people, because like, maybe it's different now, but I feel like you walk around, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
East Coast. I was originally from New York, raised out here. Don't say hi to me, bro.
Hey, bro, I went to New York. Yo, word to my mother, like dead ass me. Yo, son, I'm telling you, bro, everybody in New York, I'm too sensitive out there. I'm talking about this new generation. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking like they got attitudes out there. Like, nah, that's just how it is. That's love. That's love. And I had to learn that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this East Coast got that tough skin. I mean, it's cold out there, so I get it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Is it the weather? Like, what is it? Y'all? Like, y'all, it's something.
It's the rats in the subway. Yeah, so I mean, I've always been a really super sweet person, but being in LA, I was able to embrace it a little bit more, which is cool. Okay. And then I came back here and I had a reawakening of like, oh yeah, you back on the East Coast, baby. That's not the same anymore. But my point of bringing up LA though, you've obviously seen all types of people come up around you. You probably went to school with celebs or people and different, artists, actresses. So would you say that LA was a part of your success in a major, major way? Or you could have, I mean, granted, you could have been born anywhere, you would have been who you are, but do you think LA has a big part of like your success and like where have you gone and everything like that?
Oh, 100%. I love being born and raised in LA, and I just feel like it's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I got it tatted on my face. You know what I'm saying? I just love being like from LA, and I just feel like the culture of LA is just so cool. And I love Mexicans. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's a different culture, and I just love my people. You know what I'm saying? Type that shit.
Yeah.
So
well said.
Definitely.
I want to jump into. I'm kind of going back in time now. You definitely didn't probably realize me, but I remember you from. I met Amber years ago, like when I first got to LA, and then she would always see me around. It was like a familiar face. And she's like, okay, this girl's not weird. Hello, what's good? Nice to meet you, right?
Yeah.
And then you would come around, Krissa, and anyway, I would see you and Natalie.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, are they together? This is way before y'all was out. This is way before y'all was out.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, is this a play on? Is this a skit? Like, how is this? So I would love to go into however you're able to, wherever what you want to go into, by the way, whatever you're comfortable with, was like obviously we don't plan who we fall for, I would imagine, right? You meet, oh shit, kind of attractive. Oh yeah, we kind of like each other.
Yeah.
So was it like you met, let's do business, let's make skits, or was it like we met, we're doing stuff, and then we start to like each other and then decide, damn, let's gear our content towards our relationship?
Yeah, no, honestly, it was Natalie messaged me, and I had seen her in a few videos. She just wanted to collab, but she was living in Florida.
I was about to say she was a content creator.
Yeah, she was a content creator in Florida, and I'm in LA. So when she reached out to me, I was like, first of all, she's fine.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I know who she is, but it was strictly on like, yo, let's collab. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I immediately was like, yeah. Like, I had a girlfriend at the time. She had a boyfriend at the time. It wasn't even none of that at all.
That's what I was thinking.
It was strictly off of just let's collab. And I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then once we collabed, it was like, we hit it off. It's just friends. She had never dated a girl before, ever. And it wasn't even on nothing like that. And we lived on two sides of the world. So we managed to do like a FaceTime type of video or whatever, and it came together. And then she ended up moving out to LA like a year or two later. And then she was like, yo, I live in LA. Do you want to, film and stuff some more? And I'm like, heck yeah, like let's film, let's collab.
Okay.
So she still had a boyfriend. When I was collaborating, I didn't have a girlfriend. And when I tell you meeting this girl actually in person and actually doing content, one of the straightest people I've ever met. Like I've dated a lot of straight girls, but I'm like, there's absolutely no way. The aura of her, it was just like.
I was about to say, when
you know
like,
what I'm
when
saying?
the straight girls start drinking,
exactly. Nothing.
I get it.
So when we got we started getting super close, and it was during COVID, to where like, all right, like wait a minute, hold up. She low-key getting jealous about certain things. She was starting to get jealous about certain things, but like I could tell she probably couldn't identify what that was. But me, I'm like, wait, is she? I'm talking about going out with some girls on New Year's. She's like, what? Why?
Hold your thought for a second.
Go ahead,
this is some healed shit right here.
Yeah.
I gotta tap y'all in. I know you're big on mental health and therapy. I'm sure you take that very seriously.
100%.
You just said something key. You said that you realized she was starting to get a little jealous.
Yeah.
But you configured in your own brain, this girl is straight, probably has feelings, can't figure out what's going on. Isn't that some like real calm, patient, like, cause you're not gonna be like, bitch, what's wrong with you? You like me or something? You're here giving her time and patience to figure it out, right? Like That's interesting.
I literally gave her time, but I mean, in that time, I was falling in love with her too. But I knew that I couldn't.
You didn't want to overstep.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta wait for that full signal.
Come on now,
full consent.
Got to. You know what I'm saying? Because meantime, between time, I'm like, look, you're not gonna confuse me, Heisman. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I could tell, but I was like, I was falling in love with her. But I was just like, dang, like I can't. Like this girl is straight. But then once I start realizing she was getting jealous about stuff, I was like, she for sure, but hold on. And then, once COVID hit around 2020, I was falling too deep. I was like, oh my God, like I'm really falling for this girl. And I was like, you know what? We're making YouTube videos just strictly best friends. Like we've never made a move on each other. I was like, you know what? I know she has feelings for me. At this point, I knew she did, but she never acted on it, nothing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it.
First of all, that's hot.
Yeah, that shit was fire. And she was beautiful. I would catch her looking at me. The world would catch her looking at my lips all the time.
Bro, like, I would catch it in person at parties. I'd be like,
and everybody swore. Everybody swore we was talking. I swear, bro, trust me. Trust me. If I could, I would. Like, why? She's bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so trust me. Like, nigga, I want to, but I can't. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a move. Like, I'm gonna make a move. And we were doing content at the time and, filming YouTube videos or whatever. So I decided to record it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna record it and document it because we documented everything on YouTube. So I'm gonna record it and document it. And if she doesn't want this to go out, it doesn't have to go out. But, because it's not live,
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna confess my love. So I was like, fuck it, here I go.
Wait, in a video?
In a video.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, in a YouTube video. I literally said, I'm gonna confess my love. So I said, I called her or whatever, and I was like, yo, I gotta tell you something. And she was at the house, she didn't know what I would tell her. She comes out in a robe, silk robe, oh my God, like she didn't even have no bra on. So I was like, oh Lord. I remember the day like it just was yesterday. Oh my God. Comes out in a silk robe because she thought she was just coming down real quick. She's like, what? Like, she comes down and we get in the car and I just like, you know what? I got the camera here. She's like, what are you about to tell me? Like, but I could tell she didn't know.
Wait, you put her, like you're next to her and be like, hey, we're gonna watch something?
No, I put her in my car and I was like, yo, I'm about to tell you something. I just want to record it. So she's used to us recording. Yes, she's used to us recording, but she was just like, okay, like, but I didn't know we were filming today, like, type shit. So I put the camera there. And I'm like, all right. So then I'm like, now it's like I'm getting nervous. Like, damn. Then I'm telling her, like, look, I'm about to ask you something, tell you something, whatever. But in this week, we could stop recording, but I just wanted to record it. Yeah. So then I literally was just like, you know what? Like, I'm in love with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm obsessed with you and everything that we've been through. I just feel like I just can't help but just express to you that I'm in love. And I told her, I said, don't answer now because I'm your best friend. I don't want you to feel forced. Just give it a day and think about it. And literally within the next day, she comes over and she's just like, okay, so do you want to record this and keep going? I'm just like, fuck.
Oh, what? I love that answer.
And I'm like, well, I mean, if it's no, fuck no.
Right. I feel you.
So I'm like, well, she's like, well, you already started recording. Like, you want to document. I'm like, okay, bet. So we start recording what she tells me. And sure enough, she's just like, I would feel stupid pretty much if I don't try this. And I feel like if I don't try it, I'll be losing like not only this, but my best friend. So I feel like I have to, like, and I was just like, yes, bro, the aura. I didn't want to.
So fucking cute.
Oh my God, it was so gay. It was so gay.
I love it.
And we documented all, so that was freaking cool. And then the internet, it was just another wave of just like,
yes, because it's authentic. Love, it's not a skit. It's authentic.
Yeah. And I think that's
streamers be dating. Your favorite streamer is on his 5th girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm still with my beautiful queen, my baby. Shout out to my baby. I love you, Natalie. But yeah, that was my actual best friend. A lot of people say they're dating their best friends, but I'm telling you, this was she knew all about my hoes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she knows my deepest, darkest secrets.
That's
I know
real.
everything about her.
That's real.
And even the transition to with dating her, it was like, girl, you be having hoes. I don't even know.
So I didn't even know I was about to jump into this. Mm-hmm. Let me ask my boy. Do you have a 6:30 right after? Okay, good. Okay. I'm not gonna go that much over, but I definitely want to ask
talking.
This.
My bad.
No, we're super good. We're super good.
Okay.
Hold on a second. So this is damn. I didn't ever thought I was gonna tell the internet this. I'm gonna tell the internet some shit.
We getting that tea clock in.
So hold
Come
on. So 30. I'm about to be 33.
Okay.
I came out when I was in 8th grade. I came out. My mom already fucking knew. She's like, girl, I know. I was like, girl. No, but. I've literally 99% of my life only dated straight girls.
Yeah.
And I've had two.
Is it a fetish for you too or no?
Growing up, yes.
Yes. Okay.
So growing up, it was absolutely thrill to kill.
It's a challenge,
It was
right?
a challenge. are you sure you can't get turned by me? Let's see. Like literally, that's young me, right?
Yeah.
But only 2 serious relationships. One was like 4 years, one was like 3 years. And that's pretty much it. Currently single, been single for like 4 now. However, in this 4-year little hiatus, I've truly believed that I do not want to pursue or date straight girls anymore. Yeah. And the reason being, I swear to God, I had like a realization with myself, and not necessarily because like the last person was like a heartbreak or anything like that, because whatever, heartbreak is heartbreak, but more or less like what was coming up with certain issues. So for example, and I don't know how you feel or if you agree or not, but like I feel like for some girls, and not all straight relationships, right? I have a lot of guy friends that are just as emotional, probably more emotional than us, right?
Yeah,
very feely,
sassy men.
They like their girls, mad all over them. Ask me questions, baby, like. But for the most part, at least from what I've heard from girls that I know, is guys are mad easy. They're very like, it's easy to manage them and their emotions. So what I would deal with sometimes is like somebody that's like not willing to go the extra mile, because even though the extra mile is not the extra mile, it's literally the basics. Yeah. Because the men don't even care, or their past men didn't care for that. Like they were okay without it. And I'm like, damn, I'm over here pursuing people that maybe are attracted to me, but they're not really able to give me what I need because they're not really into me. Yeah. They're into my love and all the things they've never gotten before. So anyway, I've come to this realization of like, hey, maybe we don't pursue straight girls anymore. Yeah. And anyway, I want to hear whatever you're able to or want to share. Okay. I just feel like that story is so special because like she didn't just say, yeah, I love you, sure. You said that she said try. Yeah, she said she wanted to try it out. Yeah. So first of all, my nigga, that's scary to hear.
I know, right?
You're like, what?
I mean, being best friends with her for years, I'm like, that's enough.
I was gonna say that's enough for sure. Not on some you're a second choice and nothing like that. I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna try. We're not at the fucking box check. We still got to make sure that she actually wants this. Exactly. But that right there shows me that she was open to it and she gave it a chance, and clearly it's working. Yeah. And so like, that's why I kind of go back and forth to this day. Don't get me wrong. These days when I'm dating or if I'm attracted to girls, I'm absolutely like, would you ever see yourself marrying a woman? I literally ask right away. Up. I'm not being weird. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to be weird. And then they're like, oh, for sure. Or like, yeah, I've dated girls. I was like, I didn't ask if you dated girls. I want to know, do you see yourself being with somebody long term? Because that's the power right there. That's everybody can be attracted to anybody on a drunk night or you know what I mean? I'm over that shit. I'm off that. That was a little long-winded, but my point is I feel like people like us, studs like us that literally attract a lot of straight girls. Yeah. Don't worry, Natalie. But we attract a lot of straight girls. You feel me? True. We got to do a lot of that. I ain't trying to be your experiment, baby girl. Like, so like, what's your take on that? Granted, you are in a loving relationship, so you're not coming from a single perspective at all, but do you have other homegirl studs that have also dealt with similar straight girl situations like that? Or being bro, I'm retired from straight girls?
No, 100%. And I feel like I think that's a younger studs mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first started being an actual masculine stud or, a masculine presenting woman, like it was just the challenge and the thrill of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think before Natalie, like when I was in that phase, I was a lot younger, but also too, like, I was starting to realize like, okay, I feel like to me, it's a different situation because the reason why I liked straight girls initially was a challenge. But then I felt like I started to date lesbian women or bisexual women, but because I had already like built a presence online, a lot of the girls was dating me because they knew who I was. So that was a struggle for me. Thing. You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest struggle in the dating field.
That's so real, bro.
So I felt like I had to because a lot of the straight women didn't know who I was.
I feel that.
So it was so weird. Like one time I was on freaking Tinder and I'm like swiping right on a girl bad. Like what? She swiped right. We talking for at least, we talking for a week, but a week for the lesbians, that's like a month. You know what I'm saying? So we finally meet up and she cool, but she acting weird. And I'm like, what's going on? Why you being weird?
Wait, in person?
In person. We finally meet up. Bro, she's in my house. I give her my address. She's in my house. We sitting there and she's just like, I'm not gonna lie, like I know exactly who you are, my friends. I told them that, you know, this and this and that. Oh my God, I can't believe, can we get a picture? I said,
no fucking way.
I'm like, this girl has my address. Like, this is weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't. So it was just like,
you couldn't even be a normal motherfucker.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? So that was even my transition to, like, I don't even really, it's hard for me. You know what I'm saying? So I could only imagine, like, that's why, like not me. I don't consider myself a celebrity, but celebrities, I feel like when they date regular people, it makes sense.
Oh,
or,
for sure.
Not regular people. It makes sense when they date other celebrities.
That's for sure.
Because
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
we both kind of have the status, and it's just like, we know what it is versus a regular person might just want it because, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
real.
That's the extreme level of it.
That's real.
So that was for me why I was like dating straight women. And then once I had broke up with my girl, I was not dating at all. And Natalie, it wasn't a thing. Like, we weren't trying to fall in love with each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I think it's a special situation.
Yeah,
in this
and a lot of
case.
people try to like, oh, she like, whenever like there's a video or of somebody talking about me, like, oh yeah, see, that's the problem now. She dates straight. It's just like there's always something, and it's just like you must not know my story. Like,
yeah, you don't know
my girl is definitely was very straight, but it's just like we're so in love at this point. It's like she's not straight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I feel like for the people that are pursuing women,
also those are like, sorry to cut you off, but those are like, not certain to be, I'm not Gen Z. I literally grew up saying I'm not in a label, bro. Don't label me. I literally never said I'm a lesbian.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never. But the point is, like, it doesn't matter, and it's not anybody else's business in a sense. So that's what I was getting.
Yeah.
That was my
But
point.
either way, I feel like, back to your question though, I think that when people pursue straight women as a lesbian, I feel like it's just the challenge part. So if you feel like that's what it is, but the challenge is too, I dealt with that with Natalie. In the beginning, it was once we started like, okay, like we're in this to win this. She loved everything about dating a girl. It was like, oh my God, you notice this, you do that. You're so invested in love. Like, I've never gotten this from a man. Yeah. But then there's the parts where it's just like the emotions. I'm still a woman. So she wasn't used to somebody being so emotional, so feminine in certain ways. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we struggle with that, and we struggled with that for like I would say a couple months, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was coming between our relationship.
Because you don't want to suppress your feelings, but then you don't want to come off like you're
like a
whining,
bitch,
right?
No, like a bitch. I don't want to be a bitch, you know what I'm saying? But baby, I'm still a girl, you know what I'm saying? So it was a struggle, and I felt like—
I would love to know how you passed that.
You know, honestly, like communication. Communication was the biggest thing. And then I think once you get past that level of like, damn, I understand and I understand you and I love you that much, to where it's like, baby, I don't care if you're a girl. Like, that's the next level of evolving in your relationship. So it was definitely communication and just talking. I think her being around my gay friends helped a lot. Like, it helped so much for her.
She learned you through their lens as well.
Yeah, and it was like being around other masculine women, like, oh wow, you guys are kind of like my girl. Like, y'all be emotional too. Y'all be this and that. So it was like she hadn't been in the gay community
this
like that.
Tell me everything.
You feel me? So it's like she hadn't really been around that world. So when she actually was like in the actual world, not just me, it was like so much more like, whoa, like,
yeah,
okay. So I just feel like it's just about communicating. And if you feel like you can't date straight women because of that, then don't. But if you feel like you can, y'all just got to learn how to communicate, you know?
Real.
But I just feel like with lesbians too, you got to think about, like, I think my biggest insecurity, the only biggest insecurity that I had when dating a straight woman was going back to men. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do everything a man can. You know what I'm saying? But I can do a lot that they can't, you know? But if they are in love with you, they're in love with you, you know?
Agreed.
So, yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny, like there's, I don't know why this just came in my mind, but you could be dating a girl and let's say a bisexual girl.
Yeah. They used to terrify me. Oh my God. Back in the day. Yes, they used to. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's even worse if a girl would tell me like, yo, babe, I fucked up. And I'm like, okay, what'd you do? I kissed somebody. Okay, you kissed a nigga. I get it. You like niggas. No, I kissed a girl.
Oof.
What?
You think it's worse?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, wait, a girly girl or stud or like a mask?
If
like
a girly girl that's mainly straight, maybe she's had a couple of guys she's been with.
Okay.
And we're we like each other, whatever it is. And you were to tell me or if I see a girl flirting with you.
Yeah. Wait, what kind of girl though? It can be any girl.
No, sorry, great question. Nah, because a femme kind of hot.
Right? That's what I'm saying. What kind of girl?
A stud.
Okay. Yeah.
That bothers me more.
Really?
Like literally last relationship, I remember thinking she was straight as fuck.
Yeah.
I was her first everything. Niggas would be in the DMs.
Yeah.
Lame ass niggas.
Yeah,
Some stud popped in. Who the fuck is this? Who is Rachel?
You ain't even dated no stud.
Who is that? Right. You don't even like that.
Yeah.
So that's my. I think that was funny.
Damn, I don't even know what's more. I used to think guys would hurt more, but now looking at it from that perspective, it's like, dang, you haven't. Now that I think about it, if you haven't dated studs before, that kind of might sting a little bit.
No, because I feel like I opened this
yeah
Pandora box.
Yeah, and now you all the way in the box, like you're
supposed to pick me, bitch.
Yeah. Nah, I'm still not gonna lie. A guy would still hurt more. Because now it depends. Like now I'm like, all right, my baby, like I know her now, so like she's starting to be attracted to women now. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So like
I
now
think it depends the timing. That's real as fuck.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely want to talk about the. You've done so much when it comes to content. Like you've damn near shot a fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
What is? I don't want to fuck up the name. What is the name of the one I told you I like when you?
My music video.
The Queen Latifah.
The Set It Off.
Set It Off.
Yes,
it's a music video.
It's my music video, but it looks like a movie.
Right. That's right.
Yes,
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Immaculate. I'm gonna plug it there so you guys can check it out. Shit's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Great acting. So like between all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then still continuously creating content every day and now streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And I have my own takes on streaming. I've been doing live audio streams for like 4 years.
Ooh.
No video.
Okay.
Very niche. It's only really on Twitter Spaces. Now I'm on Twitch and other platforms.
Is this live right now or no?
No, this is recorded.
Okay.
So this is my special shit because everybody loves to put a face to the name and because everybody's used to my voice only, not my face.
Got it.
So these been popping off because they're like, oh shit, Prophets, you gotta fly.
Come on now, come
So
on.
they'll see, But anyway, what I'm getting at is though, I've seen the emergence, like the literally shift in streaming and definitely have studied a lot. Now I'm learning, oh shit, these motherfuckers are doing a lot of what's called what is it? Clip farming, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I've heard a lot of your takes on certain things, especially when it comes to the current known viral streamers that are active. You're clearly plugged in. You're in the know. I saw you at that party recently, the Shay's party.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
My boy.
That shit was funny as fuck. All
Thank
that shit
you.
was great. So like, what reason, if it's not obvious enough for everybody else, why did you jump into the streaming lane as viral and as lit as you already are? Number two, what have you learned? And don't hold back because this is uncensored, so you could be as vocal as you'd like to be, which I know you don't mind.
Yeah.
What have you come to realize now, jumping in, rubbing shoulders with some of these people? And I'm gonna say it for you because I've heard you go off on some of the stuff that you've noticed. But now that you've rubbed shoulders with some of these people and seeing how they actually want to act, what's your perception on it now?
Okay.
So why'd you get into streaming, and then what's your perception of it now? Yeah.
I'd say the reason why I get into streaming is the most obvious. Is it's prevalent right now, and it's like you gotta evolve with time. You know what I'm saying? And I love evolving with time and like always being able to like, okay, this is the next big thing. I can do this, and I can still be creative in that realm of content. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like strictly it's popping right now, and I wanna keep my shit going. You know what I'm saying? And as far as like rubbing shoulders with people, what was the actual question? It was just
like what I know I'm sure you had a perspective of it before, like certain streamers, certain people, and then you got close to them, you're around them, you're connected to them, 2 degrees, 1 degree. I don't want to speak for you. I've definitely seen some takes on certain things, but like, is the perspective changed? Has it gotten worse? Are you realizing, damn, some of these people are kind of fake?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but that also just comes with the territory. But like hopping into the field of streaming, it's a new world. And because what I actually noticed, which is crazy, that the streaming world, people kind of, I feel like Twitch is what's growing a lot. There's like other ones like Kick and like another one or whatever, but Twitch is like the one that everybody's hopping on.
Yeah.
I feel like Twitch doesn't do a lot of promoting as the app. Like I have 2 million followers on Instagram or 3 million on TikTok, and it's hard to get them over to Twitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's so hard.
From a live perspective, you're saying.
Yeah.
Like even TikTok at least sends your shit out.
Exactly. Like at least it's my followers that's getting it, but where I feel like just people aren't as hip. It's gonna get there though. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
with
a good point.
Twitch,
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm having a great time and I'm actually doing really good on it, but it's really, really hard to grow on. So if you don't have followers on there and if you don't have the views, people don't want to collab with you. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's similar to every other platform, but it doesn't even matter. Like, even if I have the numbers over here, they're like, we don't care. Like, you aren't popping on Twitch yet. You know what I'm saying? And if you're around these people in that circle, it doesn't matter about the credibility that you already have. Like, you don't got the numbers. I really don't want to like fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And that's what I noticed. And I'm like, dang. Or it's like, people will literally but I've been dealing with this too. So it sucks, but people will take your content. When you're a small fry in the game, they'll take your content and also not collab with you, which kind of sucks. Cause it's like, all right, we recycle content. You know what I'm saying? Original idea is original idea it's hard to be original nowadays.
Turning the corner the next day though, some shit ain't a coincidence.
Yeah. Certain shit isn't, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you really are trying, it really does suck. But I just feel like, bumping shoulders. I mean, at the end of the day, I just try to do my best, and I feel like a good saying that I live by, if you're going to use people, like, all right, you use me, I use you, but don't misuse each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it's going to be, you feel me? If it's strictly business, it's strictly business. But I realize in the space of streaming that you just have to have numbers, and it's like, and if you don't, like, you ain't shit to anybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
Yeah, it sucks, but yeah, that's but I feel like, my biggest advice though is to get people to collab with people around their same following and stuff like that, so you can, grow, because I feel like Twitch doesn't do a good job at promoting the actual app, so.
That is true. I kind of get it from a business perspective. They don't really need to, but it's still a con, and I'm imagining in the future it changes, so they bring more people on. Yeah. When it comes to you and Natalie creating content over the years, as well as actually keeping up with an actual relationship, how long has it been? 5 years? 4 years?
6 years.
Jesus, 6 years. That's amazing. Yeah. How difficult, if not difficult, has it been to maneuver through a relationship while being consistent and creative with your content? Because I saw you guys win like a TikTok award. Yeah. You popping off and still relevant and doing like different things and like getting rewards and shit for stuff. So like how difficult has that been to like keep that separate, but then it's like also our life. Yeah. So
it could be tough at times. And I felt like in the beginning of the relationship, we were also in the beginning of our relationship was kind of like the beginning of our actual dynamic of like our YouTube channel, and it was so good at first to where it was like we're balancing it and we get to film, but then there was moments to where it felt like we were just doing stuff for content. And it would be surprises, it'd be grand gestures, but it didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel organic. It felt like, okay, we're doing the surprise, but can we get the camera? You know what I'm saying? And it watered down even the surprise gifts. It watered down the special moments. It felt like we weren't living in the present time. It felt like we were doing it for content. And that was another road that we had to like cross. And it was just like, wait, let's not document everything. And when we learned that, we start to pay attention more to our relationship, and our relationship got healthier because we would actually work on ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
So some stuff didn't make the camera, and that's okay.
Yes, a lot of things didn't make the camera, and I felt like it was so healthy for us. It actually, we actually slowed down on social media when it came to like our YouTube videos, because it was like we had invested 4 years straight just doing content every single week, 3 videos a week. It was just so consistent, but it just was like we gotta mentally gotta get our shit together, because we're not dealing with our relationship right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we're not learning and growing together. We're growing with everybody else, and it just feels like a facade. Yeah. So we struggle with a lot of things, and I felt like balancing those two, it was back to the communication. It was just like, yo, we gotta kind of step back here on the videos and step up in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that was very, very fruitful and healthy for us mentally and spiritually. You know?
Beautifully said. All right, I'll wrap this up with 1 or 2 last questions. Okay. So I remember a few years ago, everybody knows me for my ape online. Literally still have the same ape. It's like my shit. And I remember you got into it as well. You had an ape, right? Yeah. You got the even airdrop. She literally, guys, some of y'all talk about you're in crypto, bro. Yeah. Ezee literally got the ape coin airdrop. Come on. And I remember DMing you like, yo, bro, claim it. You could, there's some money there. I don't remember the story if you shared with me, but I would love to talk about it now. Yeah. Who put you onto crypto and NFTs?
Honestly, I think it was my homeboy. It might have, I don't even know. It might have been Deshae or like
Oh, you've
somebody.
known Deshae for a minute.
Oh, I've been knowing Deshae since he was a kid. Yeah,
Yeah?
that's like my brother. Like that's like one of my brothers.
Bro,
Like,
him and DDG cracked me the fuck
yeah,
up. They're
yeah.
so funny.
They're so funny. He's like more so like my bro offline, which
Cool.
is we've done content together.
from
but-
LA?
No, he's from. Actually, I think he's from Seattle.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Where's that? Is that
That's West Coast.
Yeah,
still.
West Coast.
Yeah. It's a few
Yeah,
hours.
but I think he's from Seattle. I think he might have put me on or somebody else, but I didn't know too much about it. And I was at that time, I was like, well, I got the money to buy an ape. Let me buy one. Like everybody's buying these apes. Like, okay,
Right,
cool.
yep.
So I didn't know what I was doing. And then I got kind of a little bit educated on it. There was like, okay, put it on the market for this much. And then you can have bidders on it and then hurry up and take it down if you don't get what you want.
Right.
So I did that and I kept doing it, but I'm like, okay. And then I seen once I I took it off, it will go up in like the money,
price.
like the
Yeah,
price.
yeah,
So when I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm up. And then when I was up, I did that and I put it for I forgot I put it for some number and I forgot to take it all.
And it sold.
And it sold.
Yeah.
But it sold for, I mean, it's still.
You probably sold it for 10 ETH in one, bro. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, it was-
You don't even want to know what their price at now.
Is it bad or good? It's good, huh?
Bad. It's it's horrible.
Oh, so it's good that I did sell.
Hell yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so I'm grateful, but I literally.
granted for the profit
But
wise.
I lost money though. I did lose money. I lost a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I lost a lot, but I ended up keeping my money in. I don't even understand crypto, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I kept my money in there, and it still grows. Like you know what I'm saying, up and down or whatever. And like what is it called? Coinbase.
Coinbase. Yeah, well, ETH is a lot further along from what it was. Granted, it's actually around current prices,
Yeah.
around where it was a few years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, like I will say this, it's not bad. Like for example, I never sold mine.
Mm-hmm.
So some people are like, what the fuck, aren't you down? I'm like, well, I love being in the community. I go to all the events.
Yeah.
They do a festival every year specifically for us. They're building a clubhouse here, so it's VIP for us.
Okay, fire.
So like for me, but for others, just to make that clear on the record or whatever it is. But okay, so that's good to know. So don't truly understand too much. We'll go to dinner one of these days.
Hell yeah,
I'll
I
give
would
you the
love that.
basics. Like you definitely need to just at least be buying Bitcoin on
Yeah.
some chill shit. Just that's very simple. But okay, that's good to know. I always wondered that little story. I remember Amber was like, she got one of those things you got. Hit her up. I was like, okay,
I did, I just seen the numbers just going up and down. But now, even with Ethereum, I see it go up and down. I still got money in there.
That's good.
So I just see it just grow or like it goes down, but it's not bad. Like
Yeah,
So-
we're in an interesting year, especially with Trump administration and all that. But last question to wrap this up. You've been fucking awesome, by the way. Pretty
Thank
hyped that
you.
we
I
did
love this. It don't even feel like it's time to go already. Damn, I hate that when the combo's good. It's just like, all right, gotta go.
Now I literally could go all night. Now I guess for me, like, I've been doing this stuff on the internet for a long time by myself.
Okay.
And now I'm at a point where when I say by myself, I mean like self-sufficient. A lot of making money and growing my network and all that has a lot of has been on my own, right? Like sales or selling for a company, or I used to do a lot of fashion stuff in LA, sneakers, Supreme, all that stuff. And then now crypto and trading and everything like that. Trading, you're literally independent. Like I
heard about that. You gotta be up early and stuff. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying, like, I don't
Sheesh.
gotta talk to anybody per se. But now that I'm in this, like, I'm in my content era and I'm creating more, and Exposed Media is actually my media company.
That's fire. Shout out to Exposed Media.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
So basically, have a few creators like in the finance world sign. So I'll share a deal flow with them, meaning if a company or brand wants to collab with me, they also have the opportunity to collab with one of the creators, a part of the brand. I do full editing, logo creation, graphic
fire.
design specific for them. And, just stuff like that. But the point of me creating this was because at one point I used to go to other people's platforms, speak my mind, and then like get removed or get taken down or blocked or like almost like gatekept because I'm too unapologetic or I sound ghetto, or even I'd be on point. I'd be like, literally, it's called Exposed Media because one of my main show on Twitter is called Web3 Exposed.
Okay.
And it's known for, in the beginning, I was literally calling out scams and shit that for me it was obvious, but for a lot of our people, our peers, it wasn't obvious for them. It's kind of like when you, Ezee, watch a video and you could tell it's botted.
Yeah.
And then you have a homie that has no idea about social media and thinks it's not botted.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like to you, it's like, brother, I've been doing this shit for years.
Yeah.
I know what's up. I know what to look for. So that was me a few years ago. and I would get thrown off of stages. People would try to gatekeep me from deals.
Damn.
And now I've broke through all that bullshit. And it's funny, the same people that used to like try to downplay me are like, yo, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now my shit is a safe space.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers feel safe to come and say some shit that's happening now.
That's what's up, man.
Because like, they're like, oh shit, Shanice got a platform.
But that's also fake. I hate when people, I see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, it is what it is. It is.
Don't get me wrong. We're in the year of the Aquarius and the exposing, which I think is ironic as fuck. And I'm just like, wait, this is kind of synergistic. But I say all that to say now I'm in the collaborative era, and I can't tell you how many times people downplay me, tell me no, take my idea, act like I didn't come up with it or whatever it is. Don't give me no credit. And I've just continued to maneuver and move around. But man, sometimes it gets a little bit hard and it gets a little bit fucking, it hurts. So I would love to know, like, I'm sure you've asked for a favor or two, and not like on some leech shit, on some like, you have the right to ask for that and probably been told no. Or like certain people you thought was there for you completely didn't come through for you. So like, how did you maneuver through those times and stay with a good head on your shoulders?
Honestly, I would just say God. You know, it's tough. I feel like, because it's like you feel like you work so hard, and it's just like almost you almost question God. It's like, why God? Like, but why? You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I just pray and talk to God, and just I'm really into like the spiritual world, where I just like, I feel like if it's your time, it's your time. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't meant to be your time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God puts his soldiers through the toughest battles. You feel me? And I've been through so much to where it's just like, but dang, like, or even looking at the next person, like, but dang, I put all this work in, how they up. And I had to learn to stop comparing myself to other people, because it's not my time yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, the time even behind it, it makes me more wise. It's like, that's why I didn't get that this year, because I needed more knowledge. I wasn't even ready to handle that emotionally. You know what I'm saying? I'm too weak right now to actually even be able to have that success. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just understanding and being and knowing yourself and who you are, you just gotta learn like, damn, this shit fucking hurts, bro. But like, I know I'm destined for greatness. You know what I'm saying? I got people right now praying on my downfall, trying to mess up brand deals, trying to reach out to my managers because of video that they probably didn't like. And it's just like, that feels like evil. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, what? Because you didn't agree with a video, or you thought it wasn't funny.
Bro,
or
that angers me. I could imagine how you feel.
And it's crazy, but it's just like, you know what? That's, to me, I look at that like, yo, that negative vibration is not gonna attach to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so high vibrational that I just gotta, turn the other cheek type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, this shit sucks that y'all really, like, because you didn't agree with something I did, you want to pray on my downfall, mess with my money, mess with everything. That sucks. But you know what? Just staying prayed up and just knowing what I'm destined to do. And that's what gets me through. And it's easier said than done, because in the moments where I'm crying, in the moments where I do feel affected, people think that because I'm making videos so much and I'm so unapologetically myself that I don't feel. You know what I'm saying? So I would be lying if I say like some shit doesn't hurt me and I'll feel like, oh my God, like today I just mentally I'm not there. But at the end of it, I know what God has in store for me. So that just keeps me motivated, keeps me going.
That's beautiful. Yeah. All right, seriously, last question. Alpha stud female, so somebody that looks just like us. Okay. Maybe a few years younger than us, maybe our age, maybe they're older, that wants to share their message, their story, and they're all up in their head. They just don't know how to like get that process started. What's one piece or any type of advice that you would give them to execute?
I say do it for yourself if you're gonna do it. Do it for you. You do it, if you do it for anything else, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you do it because like, dang, I seen Ezee capitalize off of this. I seen my homegirls going viral because of this. I want to do it. You're doing it for the wrong reasons, because then you're going to be disappointed that you didn't get the outcome that they got. You know what I'm saying? Do it because like, dang, I can see myself in her and I can do the same thing, and I just want to step out and do it. This is the time to actually do it, but do it for yourself so you can actually have that longevity to where you don't get disappointed in the low views. You don't get disappointed in, okay, I didn't make it this time, but the next time it's going to be even better, versus like, damn, it didn't hit. Like, I can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm getting negative comments and I thought I was, do it because you want to, you're having fun, and for yourself ultimately, because that's going to be the power to keep you going and be able to handle shit when you're all the way up and the world's against you, God prepared you for like, okay, this is preparation. We went through this. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're doing it for yourself. And I feel like you'll have that longevity and just keep being consistent, you know?
Bro, Ezee, thank you so much for coming through.
Hell yeah.
This was amazing.
Hell yeah, I'm here with it. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
yeah.
And thank you for having me. This is an absolutely amazing setup podcast. It just feels lit. It's comfortable. I love the energy here. So yeah, thank you, man. Your exposed media, you know, y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Tight shit. Yeah.
Ezee,
Hell yeah.
let everybody know where they can find you.
Y'all can find me at Ezee. It's my name. It's easy to remember. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I be difficult. So just sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Just bear with me. I'm just a girl. Okay, I'm just a girl. I love y'all, man. Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.